All right. Hey, Maverick, what's up?
Howdy, howdy.
All right, let me get the volume down a little bit. We are live on location. I'm just getting things tuned in here. I realized I had the volume turned up too loud. So I think I can adjust the volume. Hey, the fact that it's working, that's all that matters. Have you seen the latest and greatest news? What's going on with the Tennessee Titans?
I am not.
You did not hear that DeAndre Hopkins is a potential trade suitor for the Titans?
I hear they're trying to trade Tannehill too.
Tannehill. Well, the Titans are going aggressively, definitely for a quarterback. Which is, hey, what's up, Zach and Bam T? Welcome. We are live all over the place with the latest and greatest NFL news. Any breaking news, we will cover it. And the draft is just beginning here, so you won't be able to see any of it on your wire. But if you are following along, if you want to chime in at all, definitely. So we know the Panthers, of course, they're going after a quarterback that we all. Do you think they're going to get Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Levis? What's the guy from Florida? Is it Anderson?
Richardson.
Richardson. I could not think of his name for the longest. I knew he was from Florida. I think he's going to be like a 7 to 10 pick more than anything. Last year, of course, we talked. There's a lot of emphasis on quarterback heavy in the draft, and only one person went, and your boy Kenny Pickett went first round. And
You
so who do you think is the
follow along with.
yeah? Who do you think is the Kenny Pickett of this year's draft?
Hey, what do you mean by that? Like a certain number or first?
I would say that first overall
quarterback.
pick. Yeah, the first quarterback pick in the draft.
First overall? Man. See, it's between two people for me, okay? It's between the obvious, Bryce Young, Alabama. And I think Will Levis is actually up there.
He has moved up quite a bit.
It's all depending on who wants him the most.
Yep. And the Titans, they're close by. They may snatch him if they go after DeAndre Hopkins. But they want more than just DeAndre Hopkins. Besides switching draft picks and everything under the sun, they want a good deal. And of course, there are many deals that went down today. I think Lamar Jackson signed his 5-year deal, which was worth $250 million. He finally got his deal after it was definitely in the works. And let's see here. I know the draft just started. The pick should be in here soon, with the Panthers on the clock right now. Let's see. Lots of headline stuff going on. Yeah, right now.
Pick is in, looks like.
The pick is just now coming in. Everyone's been saying Bryce Young for him. But we're going to find out here in just a second. Is it still going to be Bryce Young, or is it going to be someone totally different than everyone expected? And the pick is... I know sometimes there's a little delay that comes in too. Thankfully, I'm at a good location where the hotel is actually not too bad. Good reception here. And they're live in Kansas City right now with... Did they pick Bryce Young? No, best available. Okay. No, it's still best available. for Bryce Young.
I wouldn't be surprised even if it was Bryce Young.
Yep. Chat, what do you guys think? Who do you think the Panthers will select number 1 overall? Will they go after the quarterback and Bryce Young? Or would it be Will Levis? Levis has moved up the charts more than anything else. And
I mean, has surged.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the size and the speed. And, of course, just like every other draft pick, they want him to start, like, right now. And a lot of these quarterbacks that they're drafting are not ready for the draft. I mean, not ready to start the team, much less. I mean, look at Aaron Rodgers, who's now a Jet. He moved basically he sat behind Brett Favre for a long time before he even started. Now we want everybody to start the draft, whoever's number 1 overall pick. And that's what happened to Kenny Pickett last year. They put him in that situation. He ended up injured half the year, so he didn't even play a full season, much less win games because he didn't have the right talent around him. Boy, they're taking a long time on this pick here. And so we want...
Yeah, we're still trying to figure out how to get it.
How to get what?
YouTube TV's not working.
Uh-oh.
It just keeps giving me a playback error.
Interesting. I think everything's been shut down, or not shut down, overloaded with everyone searching for the draft and stuff. And, of course, if you're tuned in, I welcome y'all from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Kick. We're everywhere, anywhere. If you have any questions for me, for Maverick, or maybe if you want to join the show too. Now, you have to go through the process, but if you would like to chime in on it, feel free to ask questions in the chat. Feel free to, if you want to come in and voice a call, we welcome that as well. And we're trying to get everything up and running like they should. And I'm just thankful for good internet. I got actually we went to a cool place today. Oops, let me turn this down a little bit. And I got some really cool root beer and cherry soda.
Yeah, we got it.
I haven't seen the draft.
Was it Travis Kelce talking?
No, I did not hear Kelsey talking. That was me talking a few minutes ago. Let's see here. All right. So,
did they just open it?
You talking about the draft?
Yeah, okay, so it just started. Panthers are now on the clock, 10 minutes.
Dang. That's been a long 10 minutes. Volume button doesn't work on this remote correctly. Alright, so while we see what the Panthers are going to decide here. And, oh, you know what? Y'all can't actually see the chat or y'all can hear the podcast, which is good. So, welcome everyone to how long have I been doing this? It has been a few years. I think I've been doing this draft. Last year was big. When they drafted Malik Willis, I was ecstatic. Even though he was drafted in the 4th round, I was thrilled to death that Malik was drafted. Hey, what's up, Nathan? How's it going? Welcome to the Big Techs draft party here, where we got Maverick on voice. And if you want to chime in, you're
your boy.
Yeah. Oh, Malik will always be my boy, even on the game itself. All right, I'm trying to follow the followage. Now, on Facebook, followages have been kind of messed up, which means I don't see them. And so I'm not sure why they're broken at the moment. But we're tuned in for the NFL draft here. Welcome to the Big Tech's draft party, where we find out who is going number 1 with 7 minutes left on the clock. speculation saying Bryce Young is going. There's something about these Bama quarterbacks. Now, look at who they got in the draft already. Mac Jones for New England. Patriots are thinking about trading him. You got Tui Tagovailoa, can't pronounce his last name, for the Dolphins. That's a name in itself. And they're thinking about, actually, he's thinking about retiring. And
there we go.
Oh,
I
perfect.
have this pulled up if you wanted to
put
it up on your stream as well.
That is actually perfect. And
I'll keep it. I'll scroll down as needed.
Oh, that is awesome. I
don't think this will mess with any sort of copyright issues because I don't think you have audio or anything on my screen. So.
No, there's no audio coming in. Houston Texans picking yet? Not yet. Right now, the Carolina Panthers, and I will make the screen so y'all can see it too. Just bear with me while I add a new source here. Actually, I probably need to go.
I'm trying to see what all you see. Cool.
I see everything. They don't see everything yet. And so what I'm going to do is change things up. So I'm going to add this here. Where is it?
Wish I could manipulate the screen window that I'm sharing so that all it shows is the actual tracker instead of, NFL home screen.
Oh, yeah. And hopefully it'll show up, but we know what happens with that. It doesn't show up that well. So we're going to find out. Okay.
6 minutes left. Round 1, pick 1.
Perfect. That ain't... You know what? I'll do this.
Carolina's had a lot of time to think about this. They knew they were number 1 for a while.
Yep. You're hoping...
So the fact that it's taken them this long.
I know. That's the weird part. If they know who their quarterback is, they would...
Yeah, and they just showed Bryce Young. He's not looking great. He's not on the phone or anything.
Nope.
He's not looking very happy. So I don't know. It might be Will Levis. Who else does Carolina need other than a quarterback right now?
I don't know. All right, so.
It looks like they're ready.
All right, we're gonna have the draft. So we're gonna have everything up and running for you in just a minute. Give me.
They could also skip on QB and use who's their quarterback right now? Sam Darnold.
Yeah, Sam Darnold is their quarterback.
Or even PJ. I think they still have PJ Walker. They could skip on a QB and they can go straight for Will Anderson too, because they need defensive, the ends. They need the ends.
Yep.
They made a pick.
All right, we're going to get
They're all clapping in the draft room for the Panthers.
So they know what they want. We're going to show it to you in just a minute. So you can actually follow along, and we're going to...
on the phone with somebody.
Will it be Bryce Young, the guy that they've been harping about? I'm kind of skeptical.
If they don't go the quarterback route, I see them going for Will Anderson, the Alabama defensive guy.
Yeah, because they have quarterbacks. They need protection. There we go. Okay, I know this is not big. Actually, you know what? I can put it right here. Is that legible for you guys? Or do I need to move it into another position? I'm trying to think the best position for that so you can see who the pick is. And
I wonder if this will help.
I have a couple options here.
Does this affect your stream at all?
Well, if it's all
I just zoomed in a whole bunch, so.
What?
That way with more. Well, the pick is in, according to the NFL. But, yep, there it is. Okay, pick is in on TV as well.
All right. So we hear. I got to get this.
Houston Texans is on the clock.
Let me get this remote battery working because my TV is like super loud. I don't want to wake the neighbors up. I just got in here. Alright, so Nathan's still hoping that CJ Stroud gets selected here. Where the heck is the volume? Come on, work remote. No volume adjustments. Alright, so we're going to find out who the pick is that they've been wanting.
Is it Big Bryce Young? Will Levis?
They
Throw a wide receiver in there? Will they go crazy with it?
I know. Well, they shocked the nation and shocked everyone.
Because who's the best wide receiver out there? Addison, right?
Yes.
USC guy. And I mean, Carolina's hurting for receivers as well because they just traded a few of their good guys. And I don't think they really got much out of them. It's just they traded them. Maybe got some later round picks, but well, they're happy with whoever they got.
Yep. We're just waiting to see which pick it's gonna be.
All right, Bryce Young, Carolina Panthers.
It is official. All that wait for nothing. It's like everyone knew that Bryce Young was going to go to the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, and we all know who Houston's picking too. It's going to be Will Levis. I'm going to say they're going to skip on C.J. Stroud. They're going to skip on Trent Richardson.
All right, Yes, I'm still out of town, Nathan. I wanted to check on the volume on the TV because I'm in a hotel and it is super loud. It's not your end, it's just on my end. I just need to try to turn down the TV a bit. Or I have another option. Let's see volume controls.
Oh, well, that's a Trent. That's an old running back, isn't it? Trent Richardson.
Yep. You know what? I have an idea. I'm going to adjust. Let me adjust the speakers. Coming out of this. Because they should still be able to hear. Let me get my headset on. This will probably be better due to public place. Yep, I'm out of town this weekend, Nathan. And so we are still doing the draft, which happens to fall on a great weekend, actually. I'm a bachelor this weekend. I just went through and I got my drinks ready to go. And we're going to get the chat still rolling here. Just give me 1 second to fix everything. Then we'll get the settings correct. Okay, that should fix it. So because when you're in a hotel and all that, you want to think of others around you. All right, can you hear me good? Hey, Maverick. Yeah, okay, good. I adjusted the mic because it's coming too loud through the TV and trying to make sure everyone else can hear everything too. Usually I've never done it through the speaker, so the TV is usually where it's done. They don't have it. Oh, the pick is in for the Texans. Are they going to choose CJ Stroud or will they choose? All right, Will Levis.
Something about C.J. Stroud, man. Something about him just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah. Well, he's not that tall. I think between him and Levis.
I mean, neither is Bryce Young.
That's true. And so Can y'all hear Maverick on the other screen? Those of you that are tuned in from Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, because I'm testing the settings right now, and right now I had it going through my mic. You know what? Let me do this. I'm still going to make sure you can hear it. Have it go through the laptop instead.
Whoever doesn't go here.
There we go. Okay.
Levis or Stroud, the other one's going to the Colts.
There we go. Yeah, that's... Uh-oh. Come on, reveal that pick. All right, here we go. The pick is in. I got the volume set now. Now you can hear Maverick on the other end. If you are interested in joining the chat, we would love to chime to you about your team. Who do you think, or who do you want to pick? Which, I guess the question I'm trying to ask is...
I'm trying to think who the Cardinals have.
Well, they're trying to trade with...
I'm trying to...
Yeah, he's low. Okay, I'm working on those technicalities. I'm trying not to make me disappear either. All right, so I will turn him up right now. Since it's just a little talk here.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, so the volume is fixed now. The pick is in for the Houston Texans. They're in dire need of a quarterback. They've always needed a quarterback, it seemed like. But they have this guy that they said that they fully trust. And
who's this guy they trust? Davis
Mills
or something like that?
Yeah, Davis Mills. They've went with him for a few
I
years.
wouldn't trust him.
He doesn't have a standout name. You got your Mannings. You definitely have your Mannings. Now you got your Mahomes. You might also consider the Jacksons in there. He doesn't have a name that,
Yeah,
I'm going to go out and get a
Breeze,
Jackson name or... And so, with the pick coming in,
Stroud,
the Arizona
Stroud
Cardinals
hasn't made a big name for himself in college.
That is true.
Like Stroud's been good in college, but he hasn't made a big name like Pickett and Stroud. Pickett's in.
C.J. Stroud to the Houston Texans.
C.J. Stroud.
Wow.
The
Arizona Cardinals.
The Colts are going for Levis.
Well, if Tennessee jumps in front of the Colts, and this is the first year that all four quarterbacks will go 1, 2, 3, 4, if that's the case. But the Cardinals don't need a quarterback. If Tennessee jumps
Cardinals
up
do not need
and steal the Cardinals, pick 3.
But who would? But how would they get there? Is my question. How would
they would trade the 11, get DeAndre Hopkins and the number 3. And then they would trade up some future picks too. Tennessee would basically offload some of the picks because they do have a lot of picks in the draft itself.
C.J. Stroud, full name Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV.
Now that is an interesting name. I'm glad he went with C.J.
Where's the J? There's no J.
Oh my! I want to get a call on the line. Chicken wings, what's up? Same pick. What? Do we know chicken wings? Davis Mills played at... Oh, he played at Texas Tech. I thought he said Texas Taco or something. I'm going to get a good old pal of mine on the phone.
Who do the Cardinals need?
Y'all know Wayne. He might have something to chime in if he's available. So usually we bring him in through voice. Let's see if he's watching the draft.
But who do they need? Who does Cardinals need?
Please leave your message.
Well, they definitely don't need a quarterback. They have Kyler Murray. They have a couple. They have a tight end. That's an older tight end.
To be fair, if I had Kyler Murray, if I was the Cardinals and I had Kyler Murray, I'd probably still need a quarterback. He really hasn't been.
Well, they got
playing
Colt McCoy as a
spectacularly.
backup for Kyler Murray. And Colt McCoy has proven himself.
Yeah, but he's old.
I know. He
I
is
mean,
old.
in
I mean, he's
terms of
been playing for the
football, he's
Cardinals for a
old.
while.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone.
Colt's a great quarterback. He just never got his shot.
Yep.
Every team he's been on, he's been behind, like big name guys.
Now, I don't think the Cardinals are trading up. I mean, they're taking a long time.
It might. Usually doesn't happen until about the 3 or 2 minute mark.
So we still got some time on that pick here.
And then once they trade up, it's usually like, oh, they traded. Pick is in.
Here it is. Bijan
they're
Robinson would be a
trading.
good running back for them.
That's what I was thinking. The Cardinals might need a running back, and that Texan running back, man.
Oh, he's a beast. Actually, both
They
Texas
might wanna
running
put a
backs are in
running
this
back in
year's
there
draft. And so,
But also, the Cardinals need just about everyone because they did not do great anywhere this past season.
let's see what need. Oh, they need a
You could
defensive end,
draft
offensive
a,
tackle, cornerback, running back, offensive guard. If they don't
if
pick,
they need a defensive end, then it's going to be maybe Jalen Carter, if not
Do you-
guy from Alabama.
do you think Jalen Carter will fall out of the first round with the
No.
off-season stuff or off the field stuff?
No, because as far as I know, has he been found like guilty of any of that?
He
Or is it all
has, and
just-
he also confessed, and he did his time. He was just giving community service, I believe. But again, he
Then, I
did
mean,
his
if it's
time. He
taken
should be
care
able
of-
to play. I don't think he had time to
Yeah, if
serve.
it's taken care of. Yeah, I think if it's taken care of, though, it's good to go.
Yeah.
I don't think he'll fall out.
Now, the only thing about Bijan Robinson, he's a small running back at 5'11". I mean, which means he's quick and agile, and most running backs only last.
What I do see, though, and I'm going to spit it out there, because I know Seattle Seahawks is coming up in 5th.
Yep.
We already know the Colts need a quarterback.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't have anybody right now, as far as I know. So they're
Nope.
taking a quarterback. Now, Seattle's coming up. I see them taking Jackson,
Ooh.
the wide receiver from Ohio State. The one who has 2 last names, and I have no idea how to pronounce them.
I'm with you on that. Some of these names are
I
very
think the Seattle
challenging.
Seahawks take him, pair him up with Metcalf,
Mhm.
and that's an unstoppable receiver core, and they just got to hope that Smith comes out and he balls.
Oh, yeah. Welcome, Brady.
But
Welcome.
I'm thinking Arizona's taking. I think Arizona's going defense, and I think it's going to be the defensive end. I don't know if it's going to be Jalen Carter
Mm-hmm.
or guy from Alabama.
I'm curious. The Titans should have stepped in if they made a move, but they have not stepped. I mean, the time's almost up, unless they're working out a deal right now.
They might be working out a deal, and if they do work out a deal, then the pick is going to come immediately afterwards.
Yep.
Who's it? Will Anderson? I think it's going to be Will Anderson, Alabama.
Where at?
Houston Texans trade up for
What?
Arizona's 3rd round pick.
Wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What the heck?
It's back.
Back to back?
Houston.
That I did not see
Back
coming.
to back. Who do the Texans need? Who do the Texans need?
Dang, I did
didn't
not
see this
see
coming.
that at all. Wow.
I mean, you just got C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. Go for the wide receiver.
they could be
Take
doing the
Jackson,
exact.
what's his face?
They literally
Take the
could be
wide
doing the
receiver,
exact
you
same
got your
thing that
quarterback and wide
Jacksonville
receiver.
did. Dang.
Yeah, I
Ooh.
think if Texans take the wide receiver right here from Ohio State, then you already got a quarterback and receiver
From the
that
same.
trust each other,
Yep.
and that's less work you got to worry about in training camp.
That is so true. And
So who did Arizona get, or what did they get for this trade?
that's what I'm trying to find here. I don't really see it, but that is a shocker. That Houston, not the Titans, but Houston moved up.
Yeah, that's my pick. That's my pick. Texans are taking Ohio State wide receiver. What's his name? Jackson something.
I can't find
Position
it. Where is
wide
it?
receiver. Jackson Smith. So I can't pronounce that last one. They could go with Jalen Hyatt from Tennessee, though. Or even Jordan Addison. That wouldn't be a bad pick either. No, they picked defensive.
What?
They picked defensive. Will
Anderson
Jr.
Wow. Well, they did need a defensive end. But another shocker.
They did, but they could have taken a wide receiver here.
Yep. Kept the group together.
Don't get me wrong, that's a great pick, Will Anderson, but
Maybe they're thinking that they
could
need
have taken.
offense and defense. And he came from Alabama, too. So, Alabama has a lot to ride. But the fact that you move all that way to pick up Will Anderson, why not go for someone that's very notable?
They must have known something, though. They must have really, really wanted Will Anderson and must have known that someone was going after him very, very soon, so they wanted to get up there.
And the Colts are on the clock.
But also, I could have seen Will Anderson going to the Cardinals. So that
True.
might have been their move.
For the Colts one,
I want to know what they got for it.
it's going to be probably Will Levis. Unless they don't like Will Levis. The only quarterbacks gone are the first two ever mentioned. And even though they are number one, number two, it's going to be like Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you got a Peyton Manning and Ryan Leaf situation.
I can see the Colts taking who is it? I could see the Colts taking Will Levis. 100%.
Now, I thought Tennessee might step in unless there's a trade in the works for I mean, I don't want another quarterback.
The only trade I can see right now is with the Indianapolis Colts.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even the Lions, okay? So either now or 6th. And they're trading Tannehill. Because Colts need a quarterback. So if they trade Tannehill, that would get their quarterback situation filled. And then Tennessee, probably maybe a pick or two later on, and they'll get number 4 overall. But then if they trade their quarterback for that pick, do they take a quarterback even though they have Malik Willis and...
They only got 2 quarterbacks on the roster. Tannehill.
Do you have 2 young guns? I don't know if I would take 2 young guns.
Now, there has to be some sort of mentorship there. And right now... Oh! I was going to say the pick. I thought the pick was in for a minute. Yeah, there's just no way that they can... I mean, they saw what happened to Malik Willis. I'm not saying it was a disappointment. Just how everything went down.
I mean, they could. They could trade out Ryan Tannehill, right? Could
yeah,
trade
definitely.
Ryan Tannehill to the Indianapolis Colts. And then pick up Will Levis. Then you got Will Levis, Malik Willis, right? And then you find at least a good, decent veteran quarterback on the free agency.
Yep.
And you bring him in for mentorship.
Well, that's what they were trying to do with...
contract right now, but that would be a mentor right there.
Well, Tannehill did not want to mentor Malik Willis at all. And he made that perfectly
Yeah.
clear. Then he's
So
like,
that
oh,
might be a move right there. Is get rid of the guy who doesn't want to be a team player.
yep.
Pick up another quarterback. Well, it doesn't matter because the pick is in
I know.
Indianapolis.
They're going to pick
No
Will
trade.
Levis, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they have to. I can't.
They don't
see
have
them
a
going for
quarterback that-
Richardson out of Florida.
Will move them anywhere. I mean, they're kind of stuck. I mean, if you look at their roster from this past year, let me bring that up real quick. All right, so the Colts roster, do they have Nick Foles still? No, they can't. Yeah, they do have Nick Foles on their roster.
Now Seattle though. What does Seattle need? I'm gonna bring this up.
All right.
See if I can do that. There we go. That makes more sense right there.
Oh,
Scroll up for there. That
Yeah.
way you can see the pick is in on the clock and what they need.
okay. So they need a third round receiver
Ooh.
behind DK Metcalf, and for Seahawks.
Yeah, but I think if they get either Addison or Smith from Ohio State,
Mhm.
I don't think he's going to be a third receiver. I think Tyler Lockett is third receiver. I think one of those two can beat Tyler Lockett for.
Yeah, you're talking about
Wide receiver
Jackson, the one that's not picked yet.
Yeah, the kid from
Ohio State, Jackson.
Ohio State, the one that was just going off.
Yep. I mean, as far as the Colts quarterback situation go, they have Sam Ellinger and they have Nick Foles.
Anthony Richardson, Will Levis has fallen.
Whoa. Will Levis is literally Malik
They
Willis
went
all
with
over
Anthony
again.
Richardson.
Dang. Well, the Colts have a new quarterback.
That's not a bad pick though.
No, he's got height.
That's not the one I was hoping they picked, but that is not a bad pick.
No, he's definitely got some height to it, to his ability as well.
He's got some height. He's got the arm strength.
Yep.
He's got some flair like Jackson does.
I'm wondering if all four quarterbacks will be gone in the first round. Last year, one quarterback was gone. And they're saying this is the best draft class that they have ever, as far as quarterbacks go, that they have had. So Sam Ellinger is going to be out of a job, and Nick Foles will be out of a job. So the Jackson will probably go to Seattle to help bolster the Seahawks. Now
Who's the
Drew Lock is their quarterback.
who's the quarterback for the Raiders?
Oh, the Raiders. What's his name? Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo signed with the Raiders in the offseason.
I don't know, man. Going down this list,
I mean, 11 is
Teams
coming
still
up for
come?
Tennessee. Will they take him? The Titans are not known to pick quarterbacks in the first round.
I don't think the Titans are going to pick a quarterback unless they get rid of theirs.
Yep. They're going to stick with what they have. And you know what would be a good fit? If Bijan Robinson makes it to 11, he'd be a great fit behind Derrick Henry.
Yeah, then you'll have like a Cleveland Brown running back core where you've got, you've got Derrick Henry as your Nick Chubb, your power back.
Yep.
And then you can get Bijan as your like speed guy.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if Derrick Henry would like that though, because he kind of does it all.
He does, and there's been rumors that
He is your speed and your power.
this offseason they talked about possibly trading him to Philadelphia Eagles. There's a lot of speculation on that.
If you trade Derrick Henry though, you're getting. You gotta get the jackpot. You gotta
Yep.
get like 15 draft picks.
Oh, yeah. No doubt
You
about
gotta
that.
nail the jackpot.
Yeah, you definitely need. Let me fix this here. My taskbar messed up. Dang it.
That's my only problem with Anthony Richardson is he's only played 13 games in college.
Oh yeah, he doesn't have the
He
experience.
basically only played this season.
Let's see here. All right. Oops. There we go. Now reposition myself. But Seattle Seahawks, they're on the clock here. We'll see what happens with their pick. And Seattle roster, they got Drew Lock from last year. And so we're gonna find out if their team is good enough.
Well, there's a statistic for you.
What's
the
that?
Texans are the third team in common draft history to select 2 picks in the first 3 picks.
Wow. A little history right there.
The first one was like a 92. I forget who it was in 92. And then early 2000s, it was Washington.
Dang.
I think it was actually 2000, the year 2000. They made 2 picks in the first 3.
And looking at the Seattle Seahawks roster while they're still on the clock, Geno Smith
Let's
is
see,
their
what the
go-to
Seahawks
guy.
need.
You got DK Metcalf. And, of course, Tyler
Yeah.
Lockett. Kenneth Walker is a running back,
They need
along with
D-line.
defensive end DeMonte Jones. Drew Lock is their backup, apparently, right now. And
they
then,
need a D line.
let's see, Quadre Diggs is there.
Ooh. Hmm.
And of course, reading on some of the stats that the Seahawks, of course, will own this draft. There's only a few teams that don't have a lot of picks in, but Seattle
I
is owning
think-
this one.
All right, off the wall pick here. Seattle takes Jalen Carter.
All right, that's a risky pick.
That's my off the wall prediction there.
I'm gonna let me see here. I should have done a mock draft beforehand, but I've been so busy with work that I didn't even get a chance to do a mock draft. So I gotta.
All
So-
right, pick is in.
Dang. Maybe a Christopher Gonzalez, a cornerback. We're going to find out here in a minute. Detroit's on the clock. Tennessee has not moved up or down in this draft. They're kind of staying where they are. All right. This is a pick from
Yeah,
last year. Denver and Seattle. And we all
That's my
know.
pick. Either Jalen Carter, or Jalen Hyatt.
Now, a good defensive end would not be a bad pick for Seattle. Would be Lucas Van Ness. I've heard nothing but great things about the defensive end. That would be an award-winning pick for
I don't know
Seattle.
if I'd take him though. If I would do a defensive end, I don't know if I'd take him over Tyree Wilson.
6'5", 272 pounds. Size, length, power, and speed. Get into the pads of the offensive line. Now, the offensive line of college is a lot different than the offensive line of the actual NFL, because those guys are big. There's some grown men out there. You have these young kids coming in and expected to lead them to a Super Bowl.
Man,
I mean, that's a
it's
lot of
bad
pressure
year to
on
come out
Bryce
of
Young.
college as a. It's a bad year to come out of college as a quarterback or a running back.
Oh, Witherspoon. That was my. I did say Witherspoon, I believe.
Devin Witherspoon,
I thought they were going cornerback. Well,
Illinois.
they are working on that defensive.
I don't know if I would have taken that pick.
I think because they spent so much on. Well, they have several picks coming up too. Seattle has a lot in the first 3 rounds, and so getting them a cornerback will help their defense, because defense wins championships, offense wins Super Bowls. What's always been said, and when they traded for Russell Wilson, they gave up a lot, and so this is kind of like they're finally getting back some of what they lost. And so Detroit, though, what is good old Detroit going to need in this case? They're going to need they have Jared Goff as their quarterback, and for their lineup here, let me get to it real quick. The Detroit Lions roster, it is let's see. Of course, Jared Goff, David Montgomery, former Bear. They have Aiden Hutchinson, defensive end, Cameron Sutton, Amon St. Brown. And this is when they traded Matthew Stafford to the LA Rams. So they're finally getting back some of their picks that they rightly deserve. And so as far as team needs go, let me get to that.
Team needs, I mean, they don't really need a quarterback. So
Yeah.
Will Levis is going to be like Malik all over again.
Yep. Which means he's probably going to be a second-day pick. But this is what Google says. That quarterback Jared Goff is under contract. They don't need him. Running back, receiver. That's raiding the roster.
I'm going to still say that they're going to go with, well, hang on, last year.
Defense,
Didn't the Lions
Jalen
pick,
Carter could go there. Defensive tackle.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going with Jalen Carter, and they're going to have Carter and Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson.
That would be a good matchup.
Defensive guy. Michigan guy. I think those two are going to wreak havoc.
All right. The pick should be in momentarily. Well, let's
That's
see.
right. Hang on. That is correct.
What?
Devin Witherspoon.
What about him?
Yep, hometown.
Oh,
He's a local boy.
that would be the reason they picked him up. Don't have to go anywhere.
Oh no, I mean he's local to me. He is local to me. He's from Pensacola, Florida.
Oh yeah.
Florida to Seattle. It's gonna be a bit of a culture shock.
Yep. Oh yeah, man. It rains all the time.
Let's do this. Oh, number 6, Arizona
What?
Cardinals.
A trade just happened.
Detroit traded.
Wow, Detroit got out.
We have a trade.
Arizona going for Will Levis.
Lions, though, now DJ, they are on the clock with one.
I don't know if they'll go for Will Levis. Who does Arizona even need? There we go. I mean,
They
Will
could.
Anderson's off the table.
Yep.
They may go for Jalen Carter.
Let's see here.
They could also go for a receiver, though.
Still so many big names out there. Bijan Robinson just, you know what?
Everybody needs offensive and defensive linemen.
Yep. Surprising BJ Robinson is out there this long, but no one said he's going to be a top 5 pick anyway. If he's a first round pick, he's happy. But as far as a need for them would be defensive, they could go after the Oregon guy, Christian Gonzalez. Would be a good one for them. If they were going cornerback.
Okay, so what are we looking at here? The pick is in.
And Raiders are on the clock.
Give this a scroll.
Because the Raiders went after Jimmy Garoppolo this past offseason. They went after several Patriot guys to join the Raiders rosters. And they're...
But what do they need? They just need defense. Yeah, they really just need defense.
Yep. But if that Josh McDaniel can move that offense, they'd be able to do something. So maybe they're going after Texas Tech Tyree Wilson, defensive end, or Christian Gonzalez.
I think the only thing that's killing Bijan right now is that nobody needs a running back.
I know. He's gonna be like, and running. This is a running back heavy league too. But the Cardinals, they need defensive end, cornerback. Well, they need a running back, but I don't think they're going to spend that first round pick on a running back. I mean, they were.
I don't think this is a quarterback. I do not.
I know.
Paris Johnson Jr., offensive tackle.
Wow. Paris Johnson Jr.
That's a weird way to trade.
I know. That's the second one
Trade
that
to
went
number
after,
6 because you need offensive tackle.
and they didn't even address anything they needed. But they need protection for Kyler Murray. All right, so the Raiders need cornerback,
yeah, Paris
defensive.
Johnson.
Maybe they stole it from the Raiders because the Raiders needed offensive guard. So with the Raiders on the clock now, a name that I would think that they'll choose. I'm still kind of shocked with that Texans trade up for Anderson. I mean, they're not. I mean, they're trading up for key players. They're not trading up for anyone that's. Well, I mean, these guys will be around a long time.
They are making trades.
They're not
making trades for what they need. It's just. I don't know if I would have done that unless they knew something. Unless they knew Vegas was going to try it.
You know, it'd be interesting. Jalen Carter to the Las Vegas Raiders.
You still got what's his name? Peter Skronowski, something like that. If you're Vegas,
yep,
you still got that.
Jalen Carter would be a perfect fit for the Raiders, but it would add too much drama to everything that the Raiders have been through. I don't think they want someone that high profile. Jalen Carter might fall out of the draft at this. And
no.
At least
Jalen
the first
Carter's
round.
Going to number 8 Falcons.
keep the Georgia blood in.
Jalen Carter is going to the Falcons. Yeah, they're okay with the high profile. Plus, he's already in Georgia.
Yep. Still a lot of good people out here to choose from.
Paris Johnson, though, that was a jump.
Yep. I'm trying to think who the Raiders have on. The Raiders roster has Jimmy Garoppolo. He probably just needs weapons to throw to. I mean, who wouldn't be a good fit for the Las Vegas Raiders? Actually, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, Jimmy Garoppolo, they have Devontae Adams, Josh Jacobs, Hunter Renfrow. They have a good offensive line. I mean, not offensive line, a good offensive core. They got Jacoby Myers from the Patriots, Hunter Renfrow, Marcus Epps. They got O.J. Howard, Austin Hooper, Philip Dorsett, another Patriot, DeAndre Carter from the Texans, Chandler Jones from the Patriots. The Raiders are trying to mimic the Patriots by having all these different roster or trying to bring these former Patriots and bring Josh McDaniels has never done very well. He went to Kansas City, he blew that whole thing up. He goes to Las Vegas, he's still trying to do the same thing. Transform the roster into a Bill Belichick system, and it does not work. The Raiders will never be Bill Belichick or the Patriots. Every year it seems like it's a rebuilding year for the Patriots. And so, what is the Las Vegas Raiders going to do? Maybe offensive line. They also got Brian Hoyer, too. They may go offensive line in this draft. And the best offensive line that they would probably choose would have to be Skoronowski at Northwestern.
I also, I would say Jalen Carter does not go here. Yeah, I say he doesn't go here. And I say that because this is Vegas and they have already had high profile everything because of what Ruggs was it, like people getting in trouble and arrested, and
Yep.
so they're not going to go with the high profile people. But I don't think Atlanta cares.
Well, they got rid of Marcus Mariota. Could they go after another quarterback? Yes, they drafted Desmond Ridder last year. But could they say, hey, you know, Will Levis is sitting here. Why not pick him up? And their draft needs are, I have it in front of me here. Actually, the Raiders are technically on the clock. Their pick is in. But what are the Falcons' draft needs?
They need Jalen Carter. That's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Jalen Carter
unless
it
they
is.
trade out of this pick, that's who they're picking.
All right, so what are the Raiders going to do here? Bijan Robinson. No, I actually want Bijan to go to Tennessee because I like my Texas boys ending up in any place that I like my own team.
There he is. That's Tyree Wilson. That's
Wow. Well, that's a good pick
good
for him.
pick.
He gets our defensive end off the board.
Yep.
Tyree Wilson at Texas Tech. All right, the Falcons are on the clock here. Welcome everyone that is tuned in tonight for an NFL Draft Special. Me and Maverick, we are talking the draft, of course. Seeing who goes and who stays in the NFL. Of course, if you ever want to chime in for tonight's draft, we'll do it tonight. We probably won't do the draft tomorrow for the second and third round picks because one, they start earlier, and we'll probably just play either football or some other game tomorrow night. But tonight, at least for right now, maybe until the draft is over, we'll see. We may kick in and actually play some football or wait until tomorrow. But we're talking NFL draft, everything and anything talking about the draft. If you want to chime in, it's never too late. If you would like to get on the Big Tex Gaming channel, you can tune in. You can even join us in Discord and we'll share the link on how to join us. So you can talk NFL draft with us. We would love some feedback from you. If there's anyone out there that would love to join in and just talk NFL draft. Last year we had at least 5 or 6 people that chimed in. Had a good group. But a lot of people are working now in different hours. All right. Of course, the followers on Facebook is not working at all. Or, it doesn't tell me support or followers. But if you're tuned in, let us know. as I had mentioned before, we're talking NFL draft, and we want to, of course, talk everything and anything about sports. All right, Savage Clown said somehow I missed it. It didn't show up. We got our quarterback. You're crying, shaking. We got our quarterback. I'm crying, shaking. You were excited. You were just like me, Savage. Last year at this time. Oh my gosh. At this time last year,
All right, Atlanta Falcons. Jalen Carter, come on.
I was ecstatic when they drafted Malik Willis. And now you got Houston. Like I said, I don't know why the chat has frozen. It was working and it decided not to work. But the pick is in for Atlanta. So if you would like to talk NFL, whether it be a chat or even in person, you don't even have to show your... Yeah, all of a sudden Twitch comments are not showing up. It has nothing to do with you. Our comment section has disappeared. But I'm glad you got your quarterback. I mean, these are your future here. So let me see. Okay, there we go. Yay, it showed up.
Atlanta Falcons.
All right, the Falcons. Maverick is saying that they're going to be picking up the Jalen Carter. Do y'all have any thoughts on who might the Falcons and or the Bears will be selecting next? As the pick comes in. And of course, the Discord is not live like it was last year. We changed things up where one, your voice is over the stream, but that's all right now. Even if you have any questions,
I might hop off after the Titans.
Oh yeah, I'm with you too. I'm kind of curious about the Titans pick more than anything else. I mean, we all wanted to.
There you go.
I might jump in and play some. As long as the picks.
Yeah, I just sent you the tracker so that when I go, you can bring up the tracker and keep it going.
All right. And so.
I want to see. First of all, I want to see who the Eagles get because.
I know there's been talks of
right
trades. Will the Titans trade up one spot? I don't know.
Philadelphia is my. Yeah, I think that'd be accurate. Philadelphia is my pick for the Super Bowl this year.
Well, there's talks of repeats.
Way too early picks.
I mean, you never know.
Way too early pick is Philly's going to the Super Bowl.
I don't really know per se. I mean, Kansas City, they've had a rough year. Then they started out. They eventually picked it up, and they picked up at the right time, and they came through and won the Super Bowl.
And I don't think Kansas City will make a repeat appearance. It's gonna be the Eagles, and let's go crazy with it. Detroit Lions for the NFC.
Dang, that's pretty bold.
And then I think it'll probably be Kansas City, and I'm gonna probably say the Buffalo Bills, but the Buffalo Bills take them this time.
Wow.
So it's going to be Buffalo and Philly. That's my Super Bowl prediction. Keep it in the Northeast.
Yep. I don't think the Cowboys have what it takes again this year. They seem to always fall every year. It's the same stuff with the Cowboys.
Falcons could also pick Bijan.
Yep. All right, Bears are on the clock. The Eagles are rolling. We're gonna find out what
But
the
I don't think
Titans.
they're.
are
I don't
gonna
think
do.
they're afraid of confrontation. So I think they may go Jalen Carter. He is the best one that they need, though.
I
He
hate
is
the
what
fact
they
that
need. He's
they
the best
take
at it.
all their time on this too. When making a choice on the draft selection, it takes up definitely a lot of time. The Titans are not up yet. You know what would be funny? Me being a Texas guy.
Bijan. Big
Whoa!
Tex right there.
The Falcons. I was about to say that would have been a good one for Titans. Bijan Robinson to the Falcons. Congratulations, Bijan. Many props to you and many successes. Which means, what will the Titans end up deciding now that the best running back is finally off the board? I was going to get my Titans hat.
I want to see
saying, "Come
Bijan
on,
try to get this hat on. Hang on. That man just secured a high dollar deal because he was top 10.
Yep.
That's a good pick for the for the Falcons. That's a good pick.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
We have a trade?
What?
We have a trade.
With who? Did the Titans?
Philly moves up.
Who are they
Well,
going?
according to the TV, the Philadelphia Eagles are on the clock,
Uh-oh.
and the pick is in.
They're getting Jalen Carter.
So Philly moves up a spot. I don't know if they just move up a spot. They swap with Chicago. That tells me they're going for who Chicago wants.
Will Levis. No,
I
I
think
don't.
Chicago needs Will Levis.
We're just hoping some of these will go to the right team right now.
Whoever the Titans want to pick, they just haven't seen. Yeah, whoever the Titans want to pick, they just haven't seen anybody, I guess, express, or they don't feel threatened by anybody in front of them.
Yep. And that's how
They're
the
okay
Titans
with
have always
going
drafted,
11.
too. The Eagles have their selection here.
The website's lagging behind right now.
I don't know what's going on.
Because the pick in for the Eagles, they're not. I mean, they're on the clock. No, they're not even on the clock. Chicago's on the clock again, but
What?
there we go. Let's see,
Alright.
who does Philly need? Oh man, they need a running back too.
Yep.
Hmm.
And the best one just got off the board.
Philadelphia Eagles, Jalen Carter.
That's what I'm thinking. We're just saying Jalen Carter's going to go wherever.
Yeah. Yeah, the Titans. Jalen Carter.
That would be interesting.
I'm gonna say it though, okay? Watching Bijan in Texas reminded me a small glimpse of Barry.
Oh yeah, Barry Sanders.
The way he ran and just made people regret. He gave me a small glimpse of Barry Sanders.
Definitely. All right, what are these Titans? I mean, I guess they're just going to pick the best selection
They're
for them.
Philly though. Why would Philly trade up one spot? Other than they want to steal it from Chicago. That being said, who does Chicago need? They need a defensive line. Defensive line is Jalen Carter.
I know. And there's not another one until much later.
However, Eagles also need a safety, or basically just defensive backs.
It's like all the good. Well, Brian Branch is a good one for them out of Alabama. They love their Ohio State and Alabama. Those are what
I'm
they
gonna say
love.
it's a defensive tackle. Whoever they're picking is a defensive tackle. Because that's the only thing I can see them trading up one spot for, just to get in front of Chicago.
Yep.
Yep, there it is.
Oh my gosh, Jalen Carter's an Eagle. We kind of saying he's going off the board. He's going off the board.
There he is.
Oh, we don't have to say Jalen Carter is no longer on the board.
Yeah, that was the only logical explanation as to why.
Yep. Jalen Carter is no longer on the board. And just kind of got to see who's the best selection. And Jalen Carter is like the guy out of Detroit. What's his name? Out of Michigan. Aiden Hutchinson. He's built like that. Dang, that went from Carolina to Chicago
Alright,
to
let's see.
Philadelphia.
Let's see.
So what does Chicago
Let's go back to the draft.
need here? Chicago needs offensive tackle, linebacker, defensive tackle, cornerback, running back. Well then,
Okay,
There's
so
plenty of offensive
Chicago Bears, huh?
I think they'll go after Peter Skorowski. One, he's in their area. Two, he's a number 1, 2 left on their board. Unless they reach out and pick someone else here.
Chicago Bears, huh? I could see this going a couple ways. Brian Branch, mainly. Brian Branch from Alabama. I can see that happening. I could also see a Pittsburgh guy going right here.
Yep.
I can see Cansey going, and I can see Branch going right here.
I think Tennessee's probably going to receiver in the draft.
Tennessee, I can see them getting. Honestly, they've got, if they go receiver right now, they have their pick. It doesn't matter who they pick. It's not the wrong pick.
Right. I mean, they lost. I mean, we have
If they go
Traylon Burks
receiver
who
right now.
last year they drafted a number one pick in Traylon Burks, who was a bust. If they get someone who doesn't lie on their records, then they'll benefit them.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing they need.
But I mean, let's start from the top, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got Jalen Hyatt out of Tennessee.
Yep.
He's not the wrong pick. He's a great receiver. You got Jackson Smith. I can't say his last name.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Needy.
it's silent J, a silent N. I have no idea. Out of Ohio State, great wide receiver. Jordan Addison, USC. That's a wide receiver. Like that's.
Yep. Yeah, well, they got two out of Tennessee.
Man, they've got
Cedric
the
Tillman.
picks.
I mean, no one has really selected a receiver in the draft
No
yet.
one's selected a receiver yet.
So Tennessee might be the first, but just like last year, if they select a receiver,
No, that would be cool. Tennessee picks Jalen Hyatt. If Tennessee picks Jalen Hyatt, he's staying local.
Yep.
Tennessee wide receiver stays in Tennessee.
Jackson Smith Needy had hamstring issues. He's a red flag. I think Jordan Addison would be a good fit for Tennessee too.
Pick is in. I know it's not saying it on the tracker, but pick is in.
All right.
Who are my guys? So Brian Branch or
That's who I think it is.
Brian Branch or the Cansey from Pitt.
What are they? Oh, Darnell Wright. Wow. Chicago chooses offensive tackle Darnell Wright. All right,
That
the
was
Titans are on the clock.
Unexpected.
Yep, this is where it gets. Anything after 10 is going to be the unexpected range. Because no one's going to expect these picks.
Well, I mean,
most time whenever you do a mock draft, you never get them right. All right, Titans, show me up here. What are you?
just to see if maybe
What are
it's
you
just a
going to pick
loading
up
issue.
this time? All right, the Titans are on the clock. We have Malik Willis, Ryan Tannehill, and we have Derrick
man.
Henry.
They're picking a wide receiver. Tennessee is going wide receiver.
That's what I'm
I
thinking.
just don't know who. I honestly cannot pick this one because I have no idea.
And let's see. Their roster consists of Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill, Kevin Byard, Traylon Burks from last year, who I thought was a disappointment, Aziz Al-Shahir, Chigozim Okonawano, Arden Key, Sean Murphy Bunting, just picked him up, Daniel Brunskill, Hassan Haskins, running back, Kyle Phillips, receiver, The Nico Autry, defensive end. Harold Landry. The pick is already in. They must know who. Their pick is the shortest one that we have seen. Their pick is already in. And the Titans select.
Yeah, Tennessee knew.
Yes, the Titans already knew.
That tells me it's a wide receiver.
I
that tells
vote
me.
it's going to be a wide receiver. I've been saying that since the beginning.
Yeah, that tells me it's a wide receiver. The fact that it's already in.
Mm-hmm. It was pretty quick.
Because then that just tells you no one in front of them needed a wide receiver.
Yep. So, who are the Titans going to pick up this time? Now, we only got one draft this time, so the rest of the draft, due to the popularity of the draft from this year, we'll probably change things up. Like I said, everyone that participated last year working, other things going on. So here we go. The pick is almost Green Bay and Jets. That's interesting coming up because the Packers traded Aaron Rodgers. Now they got Jordan Love as their go-to. Who are the Titans picking?
Who's Detroit got for QB other than they don't have a backup?
Oh, Freight Train says they'll get Will Levis. I don't see Will Levis.
Who, Tennessee or?
Yeah, Tennessee. I don't see Will Levis going there.
Maybe Detroit. I could see Detroit getting a backup.
Yeah. But do they believe enough in
They're happy
Malik
with their
Willis?
QB1 right now.
They have to believe in Malik Willis. If they get if they get Will Levis,
you know they're going to make the mistake of starting Tannehill.
Yep.
They need to trade Tannehill for something.
That's why I trade him on my game every year. I can't stand him.
Not that he's a bad quarterback. He's just not a team player.
Yep.
He doesn't want to help train the guys below him.
Nope. All right, so we should know something about the pick here. Freight Train, I think. No, it was Ben who in the past when we first did the draft show in 2017. I think he was Football Guy 201. We talked the NFL draft and he was all in. So who are the Titans selecting? My goal is that after Titans select, I'm going to try to change gears. At least see if my laptop will play anything else. Right now, Steam is not uploading anyway for some reason. Which usually would upload instantly. Can't even open Steam. Actually, you know what? I think it's on. I think I can play Madden on something else anyway. No, I don't see it here. Alright, come on, Tennessee. Who you picking? Alright, the pick is in. Have y'all heard who the Titans are picking yet? Because I have not heard.
Pick is in for a long time.
I know. What are they doing? Using crutches going to the stage or something? Because they're not getting there quick enough.
After this, I want to try something.
Alright. Hey, what's up, Brian? Whoops. waiting on the pick for the Titans here. All right, pick. Who are we getting? Levis, or are we going after a receiver? Only time will tell on this one.
Well, the pick is in.
I know. What? We picked Peter.
Offensive tackle.
Wow. That's a good pick.
I mean, I guess they knew they really wanted to tackle.
Hey, we need a protection. That's definitely one way to get it. I mean, I was thinking, at least they didn't go quarterback.
That was a bad pick, but I'm not gonna say it was a bad, but it felt like a waste.
I agree. You can pick up offensive tackle in the free agency. Yep, I see that freight train. Peter Skorzniski, I guess is how you pronounce it. Now, the Titans don't have any more draft picks. But I was going to entertain y'all anyway. At least try to. Oh, we got a fridge and we got a cool setup here. That's the place I'm at. I'm going to try something here. I haven't really... Come on.
I mean, don't get me wrong, that might be a good pick. If they're going to go with Tannehill, they do need people to protect.
Yep. It shows that they still believe in Malik Willis. That they are not giving up on him yet. So I like the Peter Skorzniski.
He's blood.
Now I'm going to try something here, and while the draft is going on, to see how it does. Actually, I probably need to do it the opposite way. There we go. They're like, hey, why didn't the screen? Yeah, I know. Screen.
That man is bred, though. Skoronski's grandfather was 5-time champion on the Green Bay Packers back in the day, so.
Yep.
That man's bred.
Alright. I don't think it's going to launch anyway, but I figure I'd try. I'm testing.
What are you launching?
Well, I was trying to see if Madden would launch. Steam is not even. Steam won't even open up. And I am using a hotel Wi-Fi, which is actually pretty good Wi-Fi. I was just seeing if it will load anything. Apparently, it will not load Madden on the EA app. I wonder if it'll place. I wonder if the baseball thing works.
Ooh.
What's that?
Jahmyr Gibbs, running back, Alabama, goes to
Dang.
Detroit Lions.
Ooh. All right.
No wide receivers yet. 2 running backs.
Wow.
I can tell you who Green Bay is going to pick. I can tell you who Green Bay is going to pick. They're picking a wide receiver.
Yep.
I don't think they're too worried about Jordan Love. They're not worried about getting a new another quarterback. They're worried about getting their quarterback that they have now some tools. I don't know, man. That Detroit Lions team is looking. They're looking strong.
Oh yeah. Let's see here.
That might be it. That might be the boys right there.
What's that?
Detroit Lions. Could they make a Super Bowl appearance?
And they did play.
They didn't end the season last year bad. They ended it very well.
Play. Back in the Bahamas on the sandlots, I played.
All right, so we're talking NFL draft. While I'm testing something out, y'all know I've had issues with a couple of these games.
Hey everybody, this
So
is
I am
Book Shelby.
Testing
Welcome
to see
to the show.
it will still have these issues. I know if I was back in my place, we probably have issues galore. And the app I've had more trouble than anything else.
More importantly, on the nationally televised version of the draft, the Jonas Brothers are on.
Dang.
The Jonas Brothers are here.
Wow. All right, so right now we could not get anything working as far as what's it call it? Steam could not work, nor Madden. But
Pick is in.
let me go back up to the next draft here.
You know, I just need someone to pick David Durden,
Yep.
the wide receiver no one knows. I mean, whoever picks David Durden, he's going to go undrafted. That's without a doubt. He's going undrafted. But whoever picks him has got a decent slot receiver. He's a big dude. He catches in contest. He's a D2 player.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Tuesday baseball on the show. It's the Baltimore Orioles and the Texas Rangers. John Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. We're in store for a major league debut in this one, Singy. It remains to be seen what kind of career he'll have, but here's step one, and there's a lot of hope and optimism around him. This organization thinks he can be an impact player.
And from what I've seen and heard from people that follow prospects really closely, I do too. We may not see him light the league on fire right from the start, as there's usually a learning curve, but I think he has the skill set to be successful at this level for a long time.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. And pitching here today, Andrew Heaney. What's the scouting report on him?
No, Green
Very
Bay
solid
Packers.
ERA last
picked
season. Just
Lucas
a little
Van
over 3,
Ness.
and when you've got a guy
Wow,
like that,
that's a
Head
good
rusher
pick
out
for
of
Green
Iowa.
Bay.
the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So you know, more times than not, when he's on the ball, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement.
I'm interested
He's
to
got
do the
good
Jets
stuff.
pick.
It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Cedric Mullins in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Something's got to give, though. Who's going to pick the first wide receiver?
Maybe they're just that bad this go around.
No.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball.
I mean, the fact that no one wants to pick any wide receiver.
Ball to strike. Way inside, gets out of the way. The count 2-1. Ground ball up the middle. Simeon whips it to first on the run. And they get Mullins for the out. Time now to take a look at the Orioles lineup put together by manager Brandon Hyde. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about
Pretty
the
good,
fact that
Brian.
the wind is
Pretty
blowing
good.
in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back, and for hitters,
Enjoying
you almost
the,
feel like beyond just the
afternoon
pitcher
or the
coming at
evening,
you, you got this other force
streaming
coming
and
against you. So
the
important
draft.
to try to
The
get on
Titans
top
did
of the
a pretty
ball
good,
in terms of hitting
picked up
line
Peters,
drives. Maybe really
Skornowski.
hard ground balls.
Pretty
with
good
a good
pick
exit
for us.
velocity that'll get you a
It
base
shows
hit
we have
because
faith in our
it's very frustrating.
quarterbacks at least.
You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of
Sure,
the
you have faith
ballpark,
in
and a guy
everybody.
is
You know why?
camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Yep.
Here's
Sure,
Ryan
you got faith.
Mountcastle.
You just want to protect that pig.
Singing
I
Ryan
know, we need-
Mountcastle, a
we
former
need all the
first-round pick by
protection.
the Orioles in 2015. Here's the thing that gets me, though. He owns his own karaoke machine. And can I tell you, I've never done karaoke.
I don't think the Titans are going to trade
Try
up
it sometime.
at all
Singing,
the
what's
rest
your
of
go-to
that night.
karaoke song?
Yeah, probably some song that'll cost us too much to make.
The heck?
Oh, Pittsburgh Steelers on the clock. They traded up
Oh, dang.
from 17 to 14. Let's see if we can decipher who they're picking.
What's up, Brady?
Mention in this broadcast.
Here's your one.
I think
Popped up.
it's cornerback.
And that is the third
I
out
think
of
they're
the
going
inning.
there. Who's the best available corner
Orioles
right
held
now?
in check there.
Right
Now the
now.
Rangers will get their first crack. We're scoreless.
Kristen Gonzalez
Back
has
after
the
this
best
on the
grade,
show.
but I think. Oh man,
Welcome back. And towing the slab
they're
here,
going Brian
Dean
Branch,
Kremer.
Alabama.
Well, expect to see the ball in
Or,
play a lot with him
no,
on the mound in this
no,
one. That means
they're
the
gonna go
defense
Joey
gotta
Porter
stay on your
Jr..
toes. I think he can help his guys out.
Oh, that's
by
Joey
working
Porter
quickly
stuff.
so the
My
guys don't
prediction.
have time for their minds to wander.
That would be a
Joey
good
Porter
match.
Force
Good
one
one for
contact,
Pittsburgh.
miss the barrel of the
Pittsburgh.
bat. Command and movement is everything for this guy.
Stepping in the long ball
Keep
threat,
Pennsylvania in
Josh Smith.
Pennsylvania there.
Singing, you can't
Yeah.
ask for anything more. This guy checks all the
Joey
boxes
Porter.
offensively.
He's the
Oh,
ultimate
yeah.
Especially,
professional,
didn't
and
Joey
it
Porter
doesn't
play
just
for the
start
Steelers?
at
He
game
did.
time.
No.
It starts in the afternoon the way
Yes,
he
he
prepares
did.
and
He did.
gets ready
So,
for
yeah,
the ball game. I
that'd
tell
be-
you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership
Keep
that
them
he shows
family.
on and off
Yep.
the
Joey
field.
Porter Jr.
And the
Pick
0-1.
is in.
And that's outside. That's a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful
What's up,
pitch.
Brady?
Guys can handle a little bit better these days, but they
I
of
think my
course still
controller's
prefer
broken.
something belt high.
Oh, nice.
Down on strikes. And one out now.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing, just went around too far.
Joey Porter.
And you're hoping
You know nothing about these
maybe
days?
missed it, and they bail you out.
Leone Taveras.
Is it official,
stands
Joey
in here,
Porter?
takes ball one low. This is another
Not
guy
yet.
capable of hitting tape measure home runs.
Both of my draft boards are just still saying pick
Next
is in.
offering is in for a strike.
Swing, what the heck?
Tex, we need to revive the Big Tex Football League.
I know.
And misses inside.
I got to get people signed up. And it doesn't help if I have a controller that doesn't. None of my controllers work. Finally, he swings it. That's why I'm testing out my control. Oh, you know what? This thing's not even plugged in all the way. Or is it? Controller is set up. Banty says he'll pass on it. I can't believe I hit that.
Broderick Jones, offensive tackle, Georgia.
Well, at least a lot of Georgia guys are going out.
One down, base is empty.
Why
Goes
am I
down
going out
looking.
swinging? This thing is this. I can't do anything with this controller.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just how
I
many
need some new
distraction table
controllers.
setters on the base
But
pads, and all of a sudden
I'm
you're dealing
excited.
with a
I got
1-3
4 new
hitter.
monitors
Any
coming.
distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie.
So I'll be able to
and
see
instead of it
Discord
being a
chat,
solo
I'll be
shot,
able to
it's a
see
2 or 3 run homer.
Streamlabs and OBS and the game and anything else in between. So I got 4 monitors coming next week.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count 1-1.
Yeah, my next Christmas list is controllers.
And
I'm
there's the
pushing
strike.
down on it and nothing happens. I wish I can get Steam to work.
Got him. Strikes
swung.
out the side to begin
I think
the
there's something
game.
wrong
What
with
a
this
start.
controller
And the Rangers
overall.
set down in order. We played an inning, no score. Back here at the
I'm
ballpark,
trying to
new
read the
inning
chat
getting
that's
started.
on.
And into the box for Baltimore.
You can't use a
Anthony
mouse. I don't even have a
Santander.
mouse, Brady.
The
No,
wide to the
tomorrow I'll be
pitch.
doing presentations at our
Here's a strike.
conference. Christmas coming up. I only got this one controller, but there is a Walmart nearby. I don't know if I want to spend $60 on a controller.
Worm burner into the outfield for a
At
knock.
this rate, it doesn't matter.
I don't know how he's
Because
able
I'm
to shoot
really
that pitch
trying.
away and
I now
still
need
put
to get
something on it. That pitch
the
was
monitor
inside, and
stand
let it get really deep.
that
so
has 3 on bottom, 1
hands
on
to
top.
fight it off and still get good wood on it.
I was
Stepping in,
thinking, should
Gunnar
I get the
Henderson.
6th one? I only got 4
That's
monitors.
inside, and it's 1-0.
Talk to Santa. Go buy one. Brady, you gonna buy me a controller? How thoughtful of you.
Santander aboard here at first with nobody out.
Send it to my PayPal.
And now 2-0. Next offering is fouled back.
Starting to get some pretty good timing on that breaking ball, but he's going to have to stay ready for a fastball. Don't want to watch one go right by you.
At least it's not messing up too bad right now, other than controller.
Fouls one off. 2-2.
Had me buy a controller. No, I thought you said you were going to.
At the belt and fires. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
How about that when you're playing more? No reimbursements.
The pitch.
That's a way of supporting you,
Caught
Brady.
him looking for the K.
We got a K on that one. Hot do.
And now it's Austin Hayes. Good power, not great in the OBP department. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Pay to be the pal who pays. Yep. What are you smoking?
Kicks and deals. Now fly ball to right center. And that's a base hit into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Ironic, he's broken
very
control.
nice swing on that pitch and really drove it towards the gap. But I'm pretty surprised
can't
he
get on
only ended
steam
up on
either.
first right there. And it's kind of hard to say if there was some hesitation or if they just decided to play it safe. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
McCann fouls one
All right,
off.
we got to get these outs here. We're 0-4 right now.
Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Ball one there. Pitch misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Base is loaded before you know it.
2 on, 1 out. Lifted in the air, out to left. Smith brings it in. Here comes the runner from third. Throw is offline, and he scores. And it's 1-0.
Well, he's always capable of losing one over the fence. He might have just missed it right there, but a good job of driving that run from third.
Jorge Mateo in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Try throwing against the wall? No, I couldn't do that, Brady. I'm in the public. Yeah, controller ain't working.
You'll one.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt. In the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's
I
mind
brought the wrong controller.
as to the conviction
It's
in
not
the
working.
call.
Cut on and miss. Struck him out.
Well, at
Good
least you
job
got
at
him out.
damage control right there. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Orioles 1 and the Rangers nothing. And welcome back. We head to the bottom of the second. So now it's Corey Seager.
Nothing will make this controller work.
The line to kick the pitch. Swings and misses and one
Swinging
down below
late.
the zone. That one outside.
See,
and
normally
now it's
I'd be
even
swinging
1-1.
at everything.
Swing and a miss.
I think we're going to have to exit. We'll keep it as is. Yes, I want to override it. Because we're having some technical difficulties.
Pick is in, New York Jets.
Alright, we're going to go back to the draft here. I wanted to see if, 1, the controller was working, and 2, if this thing was even working properly, and it's not. So we're going to exit out of this. Yes, we're going to quit that game. Alright, so we are back here. Back at the NFL draft quarters. To see where we are with the draft here.
All right, I'm thinking New York Jets. Crazy pick, wide receiver. They don't really need one, but they also just got their starting quarterback. I think it's going to be a wide receiver to help them out.
All right. Well, there's a lot of receivers out there. Could this be the one for the Jets?
I think it's Jackson. It's going to be Jackson from Ohio State.
Let's see here. All right. We took a little intermission to see if we can fix the control issues. We cannot. So we're at pick number 15. The Jets are picking here. And of course with that, who do the Jets need? I mean, they got Aaron Rodgers recently.
Yeah, they're going for a wide receiver for sure.
They got Alan Lazard. They got Garrett Wilson. McCall Hardman, they signed from Kansas City. Do they have room? They got Corey Davis. I mean, they got Denzel Mims. I don't know if there's room for a receiver. Maybe offensive tackle will probably help out.
The pick is in. Ooh.
Will McDonald. Edge. Wow. They need someone to go after the other quarterbacks.
Man, they need to let fans call the picks more often.
Yeah, but that doesn't happen until the
That
very
kid was
last.
awesome.
I hope this year's Madden is better than the last few years. The last few years, it seemed like it's been a waste. I mean, I actually did well after 4 years into it. Got to my first Super Bowl and ended up losing to the Cowboys. Oh, the pick is in for the Commanders, with the Patriots now on the clock. As that trade with the Steelers. The draft, it seemed like everything from 15 on, it seems to be moving pretty quickly. what is Washington going to pick? Sometime today, Washington. What are you thinking?
Tell you what, I might hop off of this.
All right.
However, I might leave you with something.
What's that?
Can't really leave you with this because I have to keep scrolling it.
Yeah. Well, I have that on my.
But if I scroll all the way up here.
Yeah, I have that actually pulled up right now on my end. The NFL draft.
Yeah, if you got yours pulled up, I'd say go for it.
Yep. But yeah, I know in the past we've had a pretty good draft show and stuff, and I'm not sure where everyone is this time, but things happen, so we'll have to build for a bigger one, and I might try to fix my PC too. It's not working 100% like I want it to. So I know we'll try to stick for the draft. I was just curious to see what Tennessee was going to do. One, there's a lot of speculation with the trading of Derrick Henry to the Eagles. There was trading up in the draft to get Will Levis, and then there was this trading overall. So I was just real curious to see what was Tennessee's thinking, and of course they end up getting not CJ Stroud. Houston Texans got CJ Stroud. But those of you that just tuned in, like I said, we're gonna cut the drafts and even the stream because I got to restart my computer to begin with. And Houston made a lot of bold moves by getting a linebacker out of Alabama and CJ Stroud, with Bryce Young going as the #1 pick. And then Anthony Richardson, which tells you that Will Levis will probably go tomorrow, if anything. But those of you that are tuned in, I want to thank you all for hanging out with me tonight, and a kind of a surprise overall. We've been streaming for a few hours here and there, so I'm trying to see if anything will work besides a little not EA. I would like to play Madden, but that doesn't work. Otherwise, I might just chill and watch the draft myself. Thank you all, and thank Maverick for joining in tonight. It has been awesome having Maverick join us. I mean, couldn't get any. Actually, I need to remove this here. I'm gonna remove that. So there we go. Again, thank you to Maverick for joining us on not only the Big Tex Game and Sports Talk, but as we talk draft. And I hope you enjoyed the show. We'll post all recordings to all audio platforms of the draft. And thank you again for being there. Y'all have a great day, and I'll catch you on the next stream. This is Big Tech Center. Over and out. Y'all have a great one.